the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to the white above. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Look for him, no more his love. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies her sweet dear heart. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. In that life she'll never take part. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies in a ship so strong. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Sky rope and sail knot can never go wrong. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He travels the skies to be some captain's fodder. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. And there she stays, a poor tanner's daughter. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They fight in the skies, oh blast damn these curs. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They all defeated his last thoughts of her. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to this tale do you hark. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. A new fire burns, it takes but a spark. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. She looks to the skies and her father's art. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. What has she now to mend her heart? He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He roams in the skies, a great price he paid. He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He the best of intent, now she loves but a shade. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The call of the skies, 'tis there shall she rise. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Rage curled in her gut, she takes to the skies. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Follow her to the skies, her cruel fate have they heard. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The devil on their heel, she'll see them burn. Take to the skies for king or for country. Take to the skies for passion or fame. Take to the skies for freedom or glory. No matter the reason, it amounts to the same. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 4th week of the Blood and Brass Tournament. I'm your host here today, Admiral Obvious, with my good friend, Brick Hardcastle. How are you, Brick?
Yes, hello, my good friend, Admiral Obvious. Yes, myself and Admiral Obvious go back to his days when he was simply Captain Obvious.
Oh, yes.
I was right there at his side when he was promoted to Commodore, and then Admiral Obvious.
Yes, I was promoted for obvious reasons, and obviously a good friend over here, Brick Hardcastle, helped me through those ranks. No matter the battle we are given.
Yes, and speaking of battles, it appears we might have a forfeit here to start off our Blood and Brass tournament.
Indeed, checking out the lobby right now. We have the B&B lobby up on the screen right now, but it looks like only the Bards have shown up at the moment.
Yes, the Blood Ravens, notable by not having won a single match so far in this tournament. It looks like they've just decided not to bother this week.
I guess so. Maybe perhaps they didn't sign up or they didn't get the proper memo, but they have not shown up and the timer has run out at the moment.
Well, I mean, that's a shame. I was really looking to see, if the Blood Ravens could pull it back this week because, as you know, the unique scoring system in this tournament means that even if you're behind in the later weeks, you can pull it back by defeating some of the higher placed teams.
Indeed, that's kind of what happened with Cakewatch last week. Personally, I was piloting on some of those ships. We were beat by Musasaurus, which threw them very far ahead and gave them quite a few points. We got beat, I know.
It certainly did. I mean, it put Musasaurs really back in contention here. And I mean, though Musasaurs are placed last on the scoreboard, it's not by much. The scores right now are Storm Riders, 16, Team Predators, 13, Cakewatch, 12, Bard Revival Church, 12, Musasaurs, 11, and Blood Ravens, 0. And it appears this week it will continue to be 0 as they... I'm seeing now, apparently, yep, that's it. They have forfeited all their matches.
It does, and it looks like going forward there might be some rules dictating this and perhaps a disqualification, who knows. But at the moment we will most likely go back to another little break until the next match, which should be, let me check the schedule. Do you know, Rick?
Not necessarily. I mean, we could just move right on to Bard Revival Church versus Storm Riders. I mean, the Bard Revival Church are already here.
They are indeed. I do believe you have to remake the lobby as there's going to be a different map for it. Let me.
Yes. All right. Then.
Hold on. Let's see. Yes, it will be Bard Revival Church and Blood Ravens, but then.
Yes, and that's more than half the matches on our bracket.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that now. I see them all red.
Were obvious.
Oh, of course, it's the 1 week I get to cover for the lovely dumbass James T. Kirk that I lose all the matches and only have to do like 3 matches of 9, of 6.
Well, let's have a look at our Skype chat here. All our backroom boys and girls are hurriedly arranging deals. And, match F, Bard Revival Church, Storm Riders, Canyon Ambush, Red Spawn. Go to match F. Go to match F. Go straight to match F. Do not pass go. Do not pass. Do not collect $100, $200, whatever. Don't collect any money. Just go. Just go to match F.
Just go right to it. Get right to it. Now, right now, we do have the first match kicking off on the Guns of Icarus 1 channel. If you want to check that out right now, we will be moving into match F. We will get that set up and get that ready to go.
Yes, apologies, folks. We will be getting right down to some hot Guns of Icarus ship-on-ship action momentarily. Some, Pyramidion on Junker action. I hope to see. That's the kind of thing I'm into. Less said about that, the better.
This is why you play Guns of Icarus, Brick? Is this why you're doing it?
This is one of the reasons I play Guns of Icarus, yes.
Oh, very good. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Reasons.
We're just going to go ahead and mute ourselves here. Make sure to check out the Guns of Icarus 1 channel. It's twitch.tv/Guns of Icarus. That will give you a casting of the, is that riders versus...
Wait, do we really need to take a break? I mean, the bards and the riders are already filing in here.
Oh, are they? Oh, I haven't even gotten in the match.
Just hop on in the lobby,
hop
mate.
on in, let's get right in here.
Look, mate, I'll teach you how to waffle for 5 minutes. It'll be fine. There we go.
Gotta
right.
put in the super secret password before I can put the game capture back on. There we go.
Okay, right. So, it looks to me as if the riders are considering using a squid. Riders, obviously, been very successful using squids thus far, because they haven't lost a match yet in this whole tournament, ever. So,
now, I'm gonna
obviously
say
anything they do works.
We almost had them last week. 5-4 Cake Watch match.
Really?
Yeah, Igtril had me on basically hard counter against that squid, taking Watch of Fish against it, and we did very well. We were winning, actually, for most of the match, but we screwed up because I didn't attack the squid.
Ah.
The Mobula did all the killing. I just kept the squid at bay, and that galleon was nothing to Igtril, but they got some good moves on me, got me wedged between buildings, some good disables on me, got stuck, and that squid did some serious damage to our Mobula.
Well, I guess it's the turn of the next hapless cake captain to out of the bakery, into the fire, into the oven.
Into the oven.
Yes, definitely. Riders will give you a trial by fire. Yes, definitely 4-5, probably the closest we've seen so far to the Riders actually being beaten here. I mean, what will it take to take down these Riders?
Well, we did certainly swap out my amazing pilot skills for those of an even more amazing pilot, Muse Josie. Josie being one of our more experienced competitive pilots here for Cake. So that's going to make for an interesting fight. But right now, looking at this match, I see some very familiar faces in this lobby.
Certainly, Dementio is about as familiar on this competitive scene as it gets. Torasuki, golly, a long-time gentleman member, looks to be crewing for the Riders this match. Certainly, DJ Logicala, I believe that is the leader of the
he is leader of Bards.
Yes, I got it right. There we go.
You get a cookie.
There we go. I get a cookie, and getting a cookie from Cake is quite a thing, a real badge of honor.
It's like a medal of honor.
As it were. Indeed, a cookie-shaped medal-shaped cookie. Yes, Riders have not quite fully assembled. Well, they didn't expect to be playing this early, did they? I thought they were just going to be able to diddle around for a bit.
Yeah, they had maybe 1-2 matches to just sit out for a little bit, get some practice in, maybe just sit there with a nice cup of chocolate, watch a stream, and watch
chocolate?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's what I call a cup of hot chocolate. Because I don't really put anything else other than molten chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
what? How do you drink your hot chocolate? With like big powder stuff and add water? Oh, you water that stuff down? No, I go to the kitchen, I get a bar of chocolate, melt that thing down in a cup, and that's how you do it.
and then let it set, and then just kind of awkwardly try and bite it out of the cup.
Oh yeah.
You know, hardcore style.
You throw that thing right in a microwave, melt it down. You finish the whole cup. Next thing you know, you're in the hospital for a diabetic attack.
Yeah, but it'll have been worth it.
It'll all have been worth it because you just downed a whole cup worth of molten chocolate. Might I also add,
okay.
Don't do it. I did try doing that. It hardened on my throat. I actually did need to go to a hospital.
Oh my god, you actually did it!
Actually did do this. Because you know, like I use the ice cream stuff, like I top it and it makes like a nice hard candy. That stuff doesn't like your lungs. It does not like it at all.
No. Well, I suppose you learned a valuable life lesson.
I didn't learn shit. I'm still gonna do it.
Okay. Well, while Admiral Obvious continues to throw his precious youth away, it seems the Riders have now ticked up.
And
they're
we have
ready
less
to
than
go.
1 minute remaining on this match timer. Now keep in mind we have 15 seconds once the match starts till everyone loads in. There's a mandatory no moving period in this 15 seconds. All players get in there, no one's allowed to move, or penalties will be enforced, although they haven't yet. I say that because I moved last week very fast. I got right to that helm. I was like, gotta get moving! And I realized they were yelling at me.
Well, in any event, less than 30 seconds to go. It's happening. Let's see. It looks like going for a Watcher Spire here on the Bards team. And looks some kind of a long-range Galleon. Going to duke it out with the Suchenda. Now, as we've seen before, the gunners on the Suchenda are extraordinarily accurate. We have seen the gunners on that Suchenda hit a squid moving at full speed with a heavy flak from like halfway across the map. We've seen it.
Full extension of the map.
through like a hole. I'm serious. There's video evidence of it.
I do not doubt it for a second.
This is how good the gunners are on that Suchenda are. So I'm just interesting that they've tried to kind of match galleons with them. We'll see how well that goes momentarily.
All right, but kicking off on the map, Canyon Ambush, map dominated by very open spaces to the north and south and spawns, with some very labyrinth-style map in the middle. Now, starting off with the red team, we have the Galleon, the Muse Kafka's Hair Gel, piloted by DJ Logicalia. The Galleon packing Lumber, Flak, and Hades on port, with Carronade and Hwacha on starboard. Ship number 2 for this match is the Not a Duck, a Spire piloted by Nano Duckling. It is a Hwacha Spire packing Gatling mortar and mortars on top deck. Go ahead, Brick, for ship number 3.
All right, and on the Fancy Guardian, it's a top deck mine launcher, far left Phlegon, far right Artemis, bottom deck Artemis Gatling. And on the Suchenda, the grand old Suchenda, it's a left side Hades, heavy flak, lumberjack, rear flare, right side, heavy carronade, and Hwacha. And it looks like the blue team are heading right. Oh, it's ring around the rosy already.
Alrighty, looks like the Not a Duck and the Hair Gel taking the center of the map right now. They're going through the center lane of the canyon and heading more to the west as well as the Suchender and the Fancy Guardian. Take the right side, thin little alley, trying to get an attempted flank. Although when two teams attempt to flank, you just get nothing.
Circling the toilet bowl, as Kirk so delightfully put it.
This is why I don't listen to him.
You joined his blooming clan.
Yeah. Not only that, but I'm an officer of recruitment in his bloody clan.
Oh, that must be a difficult job.
That's amazing.
In any event, it seems like the Suchenda and the Guardian looks like they're almost making a beeline for the red team now. It's almost as if they know on some weird level, hopefully they're not stream watching,
I'm watching
that something's up here.
Looks like the Suchender is about to take a bit of a turn to the north, pressing into red team spawn a little bit here as the Not a Duck and Kafka's make a move into the blue team spawn. Looks like both teams have just swapped sides.
Also, oh my god, on the other stream, Cakewatch have just beaten Musasaur's 5-0.
Yeah, baby, that's how we do it.
Sorry, I got that the wrong way around.
Aw.
Muse beat Cakewatch 5-0. My apologies, I got that the wrong way around.
Aww. Oh well, the Not a Duck right now getting battered by the Fancy Guardian and the Suchender right now. Wait, were you serious?
Yeah, I'm deadly serious.
Oh.
Muse beat Cakewatch 5-0.
Alright, someone's getting yelled at for this one.
Well, in any event, as Muse continue their ascendancy, Fancy Guardian descending below this cover here. Thank you very much, that was brilliant. Not a Duck and Fancy Guardian on either side of this giant stone finger. Kafka's Hair Gel is not in the right position to get anything done right now, sort of reversing, hoping to get their guns in arc. Both teams have room to maneuver. Both like the Fancy Guardian...
Oh.
Fancy Guardian firing on the Kafka's Hair Gel. Now Kafka's Hair Gel turning its guns to face the Fancy Guardian.
Artemis Fire going out against the red team's Galleon. Not a Duck trying to move in on the blue team's Galleon. However, Lumber Shots taking out that balloon. Not a Duck extending a little bit too far from the cover of its Galleon, which is forced now to back up.
Oh dear, I don't know if this is a good idea. Not a Duck exposing himself completely to the arcs of the Suchenda. Gatling going down on Not a Duck. I think this is a huge mistake for Not a Duck.
Indeed, Not a Duck losing hull armor and taking about 40% of its armor down. Fancy Guardian laying in some Artemis Fire, taking out even more of that Not a Duck's health, sinking it at a 0-1 lead so far for blue.
Once you've committed with that Spire, and that's it. And it just did not work out well for them.
Did not indeed. With the Spire, you have to go or not go, but with the Kafka's Hair Gel heavily decided by Artemis File, by the Fancy Guardian, there was little they could do to support their teammate.
Nan, the Artemis here is suppressing those big guns of the Kafka's Hair Gel. Kafka's Hair Gel wisely backing out, using this giant stone pillar for cover. Just hoping Not a Duck can get back to them in time. But now Suchenda has the angles on the Kafka's Hair Gel. Balloon is down on the Kafka's Hair Gel. Here comes the Gatling.
Fancy Garden laying out those Artemi, breaking that armor and taking down some of the health as the Kafka's Hair Gel takes a small tap into the Rocky Spire on the right, losing about 10% health as that armor comes back up. Mine's going out to keep that Hair Gel from coming back and making a bit of a counterattack.
Kafka's Hair Gel did manage to kind of bounce through that little gap we found, taking only minor perma-hull damage. I'm quite impressed. That was really lucky from the Kafka's Hair Gel.
And now to give their teammates some cover, the Not a Duck has respawned, laying down some Gatling fire and watches on the Fancy Guardian as Such Ender squares off against the Kafka's Hair Gel.
And now Suchenda taking some glancing fire, but no substantial damage. However, the Suchenda has got angles on Not a Duck, and so is the Fancy Guardian. Oh my god, look at all that damage, and the Spire goes down.
The Spire goes down, heavy mines laid out in that little cove right there. Kafka's Hair Gel taking the side angle right now, though still paired up against the Such Ender. Watch a burst going out as its balloon is weakened by lumberjack shots from the Such Ender. Trying to back up now and get under that hard cover, waiting for that Spire to respawn a second time.
The Riders going to press the advantage and risk getting caught by the it doesn't look like they really even need to. Suchenda only has to move a little bit to get back in arcs to the Kafka's Hair Gel. The Kafka's Hair Gel's balloons down. It looks like they're caught. Oh dear, they are caught on that little rocky outcropping. A few more big lumber hits, a few more big flak hits. It'll be all over for the Kafka's Hair Gel. Here we go.
Indeed, Such Ender and Fancy Guardian not letting up here. The Galleon falls to Artemis and Gatling fire at the Fancy Guardian, though no small assistance by the Such Ender's lumberjack, bottoming out that Galleon.
I just don't think this Spire was the right choice. I mean, it really just relies on being on the perfect position to get a good Hwacha barrage off on the Suchenda. But usually by the time it gets there, that Mobula's taken out its guns, or it's exposed, it's in the wrong position. It's relying on a very specific set of circumstances that just aren't happening.
Indeed, looks like the Not a Duck trying to just duck back now, get behind some Rocky Spire as the Fancy Guardian Such Ender try and make almost like a pincer maneuver, moving around both sides of it. Lumberjack and
very nicely, very nicely done here. Suchenda ducks back into cover as the Fancy Guardian comes around the other side. Not a Duck's permahull is already exposed.
Kafka's Hair Gel coming in for support, ramming hard into the Fancy Guardian, laying down some Hwacha fire, getting some good disables on that Mobula.
Fancy Guardian passing through that short-range side of the Kafka's Hair Gel, but only getting glancing damage. And now Not a Duck is in a terrible position. 2-on-1 against the Fancy Guardian, the Suchenda. They're going to last barely seconds if they're lucky.
Armor break taking the Not a Duck down to just 1%, 2% of their final hull health. Not a
good
Duck
Hwacha barrage by the Kafka's Hair Gel, destroying almost all those guns on the Suchenda. However, the Fancy Guardian takes down the Not a Duck. Can Kafka's Hair Gel manage a quick kill here?
Oh, they have to with a 4-0 lead by the Riders here. This Kafka's Hair Gel is very exposed, being solo against these two ships that have relentlessly pursued it.
Did you see the Kafka's Hair Gel spreading a bit of fire across the engines and guns of the Fancy Guardian? Kafka's Hair Gel desperately trying to stay alive here. But Kafka's Hair Gel took a bump! What is Kafka's Hair Gel? Is Kafka's Hair Gel trying to Goomba stomp the Suchenda?
I do believe so, trying to ram that Galleon into the ground, which is still sitting at full health. Not exactly the most ideal situation here for them as Artemis Fire and Gatling rip into that Galleon hull, taking out about 5%, 20% additional hull from the Hair Gel.
Suchenda's in big trouble here. Not a Duck coming in from behind. Not a Duck looks like it might be interested in a ram here.
Small
Spire ram!
there.
But it was glancing! Oh my goodness.
just a glancing ram against the Nada Duck as armor goes down on the Nada Duck, taking out quite a good chunk of their health. Fancy Guardian not letting up, however. Artemis shots and Gatling fire take out just about every single gun the Nada Duck has available.
Armor stripped on the Nada Duck. Kafka's hair gel, though. Oh, Kafka's hair gel just received a massive Watcher barrage, taking out pretty much everything. I think this could be it now. Fancy Guardian continuing to disable the guns, and the Nada Duck. Nada Duck's armor strip. Nada Duck's heading straight for the Fancy Guardian. This could be it. Mobula Ram!
Mobula Ram, Artemis still going out, taking out the last of the hull, and Bards fall to the Riders, 5-0.
Oh, it looked like they might have been able to kind of pull it back from the brink there, but just another impressive 5-0 victory from the Riders.
Indeed, they definitely had the chance there as their Spire respawned in familiar territory there for the Bards. But again, the Riders just dominating there with heavy disables by that Artemis and just giving the Bards a hard time to try and make a comeback.
Just that positioning of the Riders, just superior in every way. We saw those perfectly executed pincer movements. They just baited that Spire into bad situations time and time again. Yeah, again, Riders equals good. Yeah, original observation there, Brick. No one's made that observation before. All right, anyway, while I ask for my Pulitzer Prize for journalism, let's get into the next match.
All right, we should be just kicking off shortly with the second match, which should be like the fourth match, actually.
Yes, we are speeding through things, thanks to the forfeit of the Blood Ravens. Hopefully we will get word as to where the Blood Ravens are later in the evening. Or maybe not, I don't know.
Indeed, seeing how they are moving forward in this tournament. Now, they have attended in weeks past, is this true?
This is true. I mean, I think they've been finding it more difficult to get the numbers with every passing week, which is strange because the Crimson Sky Menace are a huge clan. Comprising, I just looked at the clan list today, they've got 143 members in their clan, and which makes it curious that how they couldn't seem to find the members for this week.
Perhaps a misscheduling, or perhaps just real life comes and gets you, I see.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, in any event, Riders versus Muse, I believe. And Muse are sitting pretty here after a 5-0 victory. I'll just say that again. A 5-0 victory over Cakewatch.
Please don't say it again.
I'm not sadistic or anything. I'm shocked. Musosaurs have really pulled out their A game lately.
I mean, so, the Cakewatch, but loss. Oh, I quit. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Right, well, I'm getting a bizarre and entirely unsolicited message from Dementio right now. He's saying, outside of Tora's town, a furry convention will be happening soon. Now, parents made their children wear small furry costumes, and Tora is constantly squealing at the cuteness. This is hell, he adds. Right, well, thank you for that, Dementio. I hope that was meant for me to broadcast to the world.
Oh, well, now it is broadcasted. Over 7,000 viewers at the moment here on the Obvious Show's port into the Guns of Icarus 2. That's right, 7,000 people watching this channel. Tell your grandma, tell your grandfather about this channel. And we have like 7. Still.
What's going on here? What's this video game? Are those airships? I used to have an airship.
Back in my day, when we wanted to play a game, we had stickball.
Yes, well, those were good days, good times when we used our imagination, our creativity, and our social abilities to play. However, now we simply have ourselves locked away in a virtual world. But anyway, it's talking of being locked away in a creativity-sucking virtual world. We're about to have a game get underway right now. Ticks going down for the Muse team. They are confident after their recent victory.
Never think I'd ever say this, but I hope Riders win.
Yes, so they earn 4 points for their victory. did Musasaurs. And that, I believe, is going to put them in second place, I think. Yes.
Yeah, that should, if they've beaten... No,
Musasaurs!
because Cake Watch was third to last, actually, after the recent escapades in week 3.
According to this... Well, I mean, Cake Watch and Bard Revival Church at the beginning of this week were tied. So now, yeah, they are. Yeah, now they're third to last. Yes, Cake Watch is now third to last, and Musasaurs has shot up to second place. Wow.
Come on, Cake Watch, you guys can do it.
How about that? What a turnaround. And can you imagine if the Musasaurs beat the Riders?
I might have to quit this game for good.
Yes, I might just... I think I might just faint. I think I might just question if I'm living in the real world or the Matrix.
Am I still dreaming? Someone pinch me.
Yeah, well... Alright, well, if that's what you're into, I won't judge. Ah, yes, it's so bizarre. Even my cat has come into the room to announce his surprise while I try and awkwardly pet him with my foot to silence him while I continue casting. Yes, cat owners, you know what I mean, dudes.
Small hamster, so...
What?
Yep, there's a small hamster in my hand.
Okay, well, the less said about that, the better.
Indeed.
At least it's in your hand. Fight over Fjernfeld. It is a map in the video game Guns of Icarus Online.
It's my job to point out the obvious. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm
overstepped your bounds here. Thank you.
I'm looking for your admiralty. In any event, first off, on the Aaron Burr, we have a top deck Hades. We have a far left carousel. We have a far right carousel. We have a bottom deck carousel. And on the KTN IKEA, we have a front carronade Artemis and a side rocket carousel flare.
Alright, kicking off for the blue team on the Fancy Star, we have Dementio piloting a Mobula packing Mercon 3, lower deck Hades and Artemis, and far left Flare and far right Carronade. Ship number 4 is the Killing Feature piloted by Finks, a Squid with Gatling on front, Banshee on starboard, and Flare on stern. Now, I just want to go back really quick to the Aaron Burr. How dare they take that build from me? That is very close to the quintessential cake build of all Banshee Mobula, and I am not satisfied to see this build here in the hands of my now enemy.
Yes, as David Bowie once sung, he's a rocket man. Certainly is. Likes his rockets, and indeed we do all. Yes, please. My darling cat is just stepping on the power strip there. As I tried to stop him electrocuting himself. Oh, dear.
Hear a quick little meow and a sizzling sound in the background. As Killing Feature and Aaron Burr now meet head-to-head on the southern side of the map. Hades and Banshee Fire going out against this Squid already. Distracting Fire as the Fancy Star lays in some Hades Fire of its own.
Oh, here comes the KTN IKEA up from... Oh, it's been spotted now. It's come up through the mist. It's charging on the Fancy Star. Aaron Burr laying down those rockets on the Fancy Star. But here comes the Killing Feature, trying to blindside the Aaron Burr. The Iron Barrier is completely exposed. That hull armor is gone. Here comes the rockets. Oh, taking Aaron Burr's health to just over half. However, KTN IKEA is still continuing to charge in on the Fancy Star.
Fancy Star with Popped Balloon and KTN IKEA coming in for a small ram, though Balloon comes back up in time for the Mobula that they are not Goomba stomped into oblivion. However, armor is getting weakened on that Mobula as Aaron Burr
going down! Oh!
Aaron Burr taking heavy damage, though sitting comfortably at 1% of its final health. How did they survive that assault?
Aaron Burr, I think... Yes, he used Shoot Vent to drop out the last second, but I did only save him for a bit. Killing Feature finishing him off here. They were just focusing on the Fancy Star for way too long. They let the Killing Feature just have his way.
Killing Feature coming in now, getting that Gatling fire, and Banshee's ripping into the side of the IKEA. Gonna try and get that armor break and get them off their teammate, the Fancy Star.
Yes, IKEA, all dressed up with nowhere to go. He's between a squid and a mobula. No fun for him.
If you will.
Well, I wouldn't call either of them a hard place.
Well, it's looking like a hard place now as Fancy Star comes up with some heavy rams, just tapping out this Pyramidian's hull. Killing Feature definitely getting the break there on that armor, giving them a chance to make a 2-0 lead already for the Riders. Go Riders.
Muse Swords are going to have to come up with something a bit better than that if they want to beat the Riders. I think they're going to have to consider that squid is quite deadly and they cannot afford to ignore it.
Indeed, Killing Feature, very fast, and squid kill style squid right there. Banshee Gatling, overlapping arcs, definitely bring the pain in terms of its damage, but also very fast, very hard to kill, and easily getting itself into some very advantageous positions, giving it
now,
a chance to just deal damage. I
think the smarter thing would have been if perhaps the KTN IKEA had engaged the squid, because with those... with that Carronade and that Artemis, they can really lock down that squid's maneuverability and remove him from the equation. However, that just wasn't what happened. They just charged on the Fancy Star and they didn't have enough damage to finish the Fancy Star off.
They definitely had the chance there, sitting up on top of the high-rising mountain there, getting a balloon pop on the Fancy Star, and almost a chance for a very hard ram, though the Fancy Star was able to get out just in time, giving them the chance to escape and get over the nice, clear water area, giving them plenty of time before any damage could be dealt by a balloon break.
KTN IKEA getting frustrated here, chasing the Killing Feature around the mountain, but now the Killing Feature has arcs on the Aaron Burr. This could go disastrously wrong for the Aaron Burr. Gatling going down. KTN IKEA caught from behind by the Fancy Star. Oh, it's just the Riders just completely outmaneuvering the Musosaurs.
Definitely using that almost limited hard cover to their advantage. Killing Feature lapping around a rock, coming in, laying Gatling fire on the Aaron Burr, finishing it off with a Banshee as the Fancy Star also finishes off the KTN IKEA. A 4-0 lead already for the Riders.
The Riders do not mess around. You put 1 foot wrong, you make one mistake. That's it. And the mistake they made there, they just the Pyramidian tried to chase the squid around. The squid was way too fast, and they finished off the Mobula, and they exposed their back to the Fancy Star. It was just completely outmaneuvered them.
Indeed, that was some very heavy damage they're dealt to. When you outmaneuver those teammates, you're able to get in places that those their weapon arcs cannot reach you. Squid coming up right behind the Mobula, where its slow turning speed and no aft facing weapons make it difficult. Fancy Star hitting that Pyramidian from its starboard stern. Again, an area where no weapon arcs overlap. The red team is just sitting there getting battered with no chance to return fire.
Certainly not, and now, I mean, Muse have some time to kind of reset this engagement, figure out what they're going to do here. I mean, they've got to be demoralized at this point. They've got to be a bit shell-shocked. I mean, I would be, bloody hell.
I mean, coming off high after an easy 5-0 win against Cakewatch, they definitely did not, yeah, I know, I'll say it, but they came in now a 4-0 deficit so far to the Riders. I mean, there goes that confidence shot right in the back.
Yeah. Well, as my co-caster giggles gleefully, these two ships may be playing Ring Around the Rosie a little bit. However, Fancy Star sort of peeking his head over this mountain, maybe. Yep, Aaron Burr and IKEA have been spotted. There goes the flare, as if they needed that, but that'll make sure they can't just hide in the clouds and drop the spots. Yeah, Aaron Burr and KTN IKEA, they've been caught and a position here. Whereas that squid can just position itself just at its will, really.
Aaron Burr and IKEA turning now to fire on the Mobula. Squid now coming also in, getting around this mountain, going to try and get the flank on Aaron Burr and KTN IKEA as they both charge against the Fancy Star.
Aaron Burr, Katie and Ikea firing off on the Fancy Star, but that mean they've got to know they're not going to get the Fancy Star here. They've got to know Killing Feature's coming up from behind. Come on.
There has to be the question in your mind, where's the
There we go. There we go. Aaron Burr
KTN
turning to face the Killing Feature. Aaron Burr knows he can't ignore the Killing Feature.
KTN going a little bit overextension against the Fancy Star, giving the Killing Feature just the time it needs to sit there out of arc to the Aaron Burr and just lay down the pain right now. Aaron Burr already losing 50% of its armor, 60%, 70. One more armor break when Aaron Burr is going down, sitting almost comfortably at 1% of its armor.
Aaron Burr just completely outmaneuvered here. Squid making short work of him. A beautiful flying. The Squid just circle strafed, but basically, yeah, just circle strafed around him, just firing rockets and Gatling. I barely even got a shot on him.
Yeah, I mean, there was very little chance how fast that Squid was able to make a kill on that Mobula, and completely outmaneuverable. It's quite impressive how well that Squid flew. Well,
Riders extend their lead a bit further, but still, the Musasaurs are now at second place after their big win over Cakewatch. Cakewatch is still doing well.
Yeah, I think I see him in the other's chat. Is that a 3-0 against them? Oh. 3-0 for them. I can't tell. Stream sniping, everybody. All right, we should be getting ready for match number 3 here for the week 4 of the Blood and Brass tournament. Now, we do have 2 more weeks of this, if I'm correct. 2-3 more weeks.
Let me get confirmation.
May have just asked a question we don't know the answer to.
Well, this tournament has been subject to change on some occasions, such as the matches tonight.
Indeed, though we do have the Timmy B tournament, which just finished up just an hour before this tournament kicked off.
Oh, yeah.
That's finale will be next week, hosted on the Obvious Show channel. Any ships willing to sign up, there are still sign-ups. A post will be on the forums by Byron Calderfish for any ship looking to participate.
Okay, I'm just getting a bit of confirmation here. Yep, next week will be the last of the round robins, and the week thereafter will be the final.
Indeed, so we have 2 more weeks of this Blood and Brass tournament you could find here on this multi-Twitch channel of Guns of Icarus 1 and Guns of Icarus 2 channels, and Timmy B obviously hosted by my own channel. Yay!
Yes, yes, and I actually won a game earlier.
I was watching you, yeah, good job,
yeah.
You get a cookie. Looks like Cakewatch just came out with their recent victories. Current scores at Storm Riders 16, Team Predators 13, Cakewatch 12, Bard Revival for Church 12, Musasaurus 11, and Blood Ravens at 0.
Well, that's certainly the case. If I can just waffle on as I join the next game.
Oh, you're in it now?
I am now. Reel and weep. Team Predators versus the Storm Riders. Now, these two teams, initially the favorites. The Team Predators seen as the ones to beat the Riders. However, that role has kind of shuffled around a bit. For a brief time, Cakewatch overtook Team Predators. But now, this is Team Predators' turn once again to see if they can supplant the Riders. I mean, second best in this tournament has been hotly contested. But the Riders' first place has never been really contested. Except by you, almost a bit, with that 4-5.
Yeah, indeed, that looks like to be the closest attack on the Rider so far, and no small attribute to myself as a amazing. No, I'm just kidding. It was all intro.
This is obviously what's happened. Cakewatch just they aren't as good without you. They need you, obvious.
I know they need me. Blame Kirk. It's his fault. He told me minutes before I had to do this. I was like, hey, Shane, you're covering for me for this. And I'm like, what? Oh, so you mean I need to find a pilot to sub for you for both Timmy B and the Blood and Brass, and then find a pilot to sub for myself in the Blood and Brass? Oh, you jerk.
God,
you are not playing the Minecraft server with us.
Oh dear. Well, I hope you lead a creeper to his base.
He hasn't. I'm banning him on the admin of it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Much more straightforward.
Transaction being hosted right here. So, yeah.
Well, Riders versus Team Predators. Team Predators, a very formidable team, largely ex-Glowwater Thralls. Very good team in their time. Team Predators have as good a chance as any at defeating the Riders. Let's see if they can get it done here. Looks like something of a mirror matchup in the lobby so far. The Business Bula, the Greasy Dream, it's the Fancy, and the Killing Feature. Squid Mobula. And
it looks like both teams matching each other in both ship style here on Clash at Blackcliff. So we're going to see some very almost matching gameplay here.
Almost identical. These loadouts here, except the Business Bula has a couple more line launchers, and the Fancy has a couple of carronades. Very interesting.
So this looks like to be a match that comes down to skill instead of anything, any advantages of ship over ship. It's just going to be straight skill and teamwork.
I mean, the only difference is those carronades versus those mine launchers. And I mean, who do you think is going to have the upper hand there if those two ships go one-on-one, which they may very well do?
I mean, I'd be an idiot not to say Finks as the squid pilot there. He's this squid, I can't stand it anymore. I can't even muster words of my anger to match those two in combat. The Mobula there as well, Dementio, one of his favorite ships there, the Fancy. Amazing set of combat potential there on that ship as well.
Yes, indeed. I'm just going to make a little anime face at Princess Tutu there. There we go. I've done that. Got that out of the way. Now we can get back to the serious analysis.
The amazing serious commentary, 100% serious and 100% factually accurate here by Admiral Obvious and Brick Hardcastle.
Yes, I mean, basically Dota, League of Legends, they're kind of like the small-time leagues. We are in the big leagues of competitive play right here. MLG! That's
MLG, baby! We are registered.
We are MLG, technically.
We are registered. I've never once used that website again after registering, but we still use it.
Yes. I could technically say I won a world tournament in an MLG game.
You can, yeah, you definitely can.
Okay, in any event, the Fancy. First off, on the top deck, it's a Hades with a far left Artemis, far right Carronade, bottom deck Carronade and Artemis, and on the Killing Feature, big surprise, it's a front Gatling, side Carousel, and a rear Flare.
Alright, ship number 3 is the Business Bula, piloted by Princess Tutu. It is a Mobula packing Gatling mine on its port wing, mine launcher on its center. Only skeleton is manning that Artemis on right, and there is another high right Artemis as well. Ship number 4 is the Greasy Dream, piloted by Mighty Keb. That is another kill squid with Gatling on front, Banshee on starboard, and Carronade on stern. So again, we do have two very matching teams here, two teams where we have some very high-level pilots and matching builds, which is going to present some very interesting combat here for us.
Yes, indeedly doodly squoodly, as those smokestacks blaze out their toxic fumes, these two ships get ready to lay their poison into each other. This Nispula going low, as is the Greasy Dream. Killing Feature coming in high. Oh, Fancy is miles behind. What is the Oh, I think Killing Feature was just going into Scout, but now he's going to turn around. Get out of there, Killing Feature.
That
Killing
squid
Feature's big trouble here.
flooring those engines, however. Those engines
Oh,
are
he's
full
trying to reverse it. He realised he'd exposed the engine column. One engine taken out of the Killing Feature. Killing Feature desperately trying to avoid those Artemai.
Business Beulah laying down that Gatling Law, and the Killing Feature armor break already went down. And armor break again, taking 50% of the Killing Feature's armor. Greasy Dream attempting to engage in the Fancy.
Killing Feature he just got completely caught off guard there. 2 engines taken out on the Killing Feature. Killing Feature's got to be wondering how he can save himself here. He's completely pinned down by the Business Beulah.
So much Gatling Fire ripping this Killing Feature's armor to shreds as Artemis Fire taking down more and more of the health, taking it down to maybe 10-15% of the final health remaining.
Killing Feature's being really ambivalent here. He's just not sure where to go, and he just goes down.
The first death we've seen on the Riders today as Greasy Dream solo engages the Fancy. Gatling and Banshee's ripping apart that hull right now. Armor break on the Fancy as Banshee takes out more and more of that health.
Oh, wow, the Riders. Riders are facing stiff competition here already. The Fancy gets a squid rammed with the armor taken down. Well-timed ram by the Greasy Dream. Fancy's in big trouble here. Gatling tearing into the hull of the Fancy. Greasy Dream sandwiching him from behind.
Fancy running right into the Business Beulah as Gatling Fire rips that hull to shreds, and a ram sinking the Fancy 2-0 against the Riders.
Great start here for the Team Predators, but I don't think the Riders are going to make that same mistake again. Just of that squid just going way too far ahead to Scout. I think maybe the Riders just getting a little bit overconfident here. I mean, I can't really blame them, but they're going to have to, be more careful here.
Indeed, Business Beulah and Greasy Dream riding high after their small victory so far against in the first skirmish. Greasy Dream and Business Beulah forming up, making a push into Red Team spawn.
Yes, indeedly doodly. If I can just stop sounding like Ned Flanders for 1 second. Hidely ho, neighborino. Killing Feature coming around here. Already spotted. Killing Feature looks like they might be going for... Killing Feature's getting really separated from Fancy again.
I know so far this squid definitely trying to push out for some scouting missions. However, Killing Feature going up against a Greasy Dream, which loses its armor right now. However, Killing Feature losing its own armor to the blue team Mobula. Greasy Dream going to try and flank on Fancy as Business Beulah is engaged with the Fancy.
Oh, Killing Feature exposing an engine column, getting two engines taken out. However, Business Beulah has not been returning to fire on the Fancy. However, the Greasy Dream has now recovered and is firing on the Fancy. Killing Feature stripped the armor of the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream could be in trouble here.
Killing Feature losing a little bit of health in the previous engagement, though Greasy Dream taking heavy damage from the Killing Feature. Armor goes down against the Killing Feature. Armor taken out. Banshee's going in. Gatling Fire continuing to rip these two squids' hulls apart as Killing Feature bottoms out a little bit.
Greasy Dream electing to go... Greasy Dream could have had a Goomba Stomp there, but Greasy Dream electing to disengage from the Killing Feature. I think he wants to assist the Business Beulah against the Fancy.
Which has taken heavy damage from these Artemis and Gatling Fire. Business Beulah down to maybe 5% of its maximum health. Greasy Dream also taking Banshee Fire to sink it to the bottom of the water. 2-1 on this map. Wow.
Just as they were doing so well, I think they just got a bit ambivalent. They just couldn't decide what to do, who to focus on, and that cost them bad.
Some heavy disables there by the Fancy. Those good Artemis shots disabling weapons of the blue team Mobula.
Killing Feature was down. I think they should have just tried to ram him, get the finish on them. Then at least it would have been 1 for 1.
Well, there was some very good Gatling Fire hitting onto that Greasy Dream. I believe they backed out on the principle of not ramming with the hull down just to try and keep their own selves alive, so they stayed alive trying to engage the Fancy, but they definitely had the chance there. Getting that 1 kill would have made it so the Fancy sits alone for 20 seconds, giving them the perfect time to bring this meet to a 4-0 lead for blue.
That's true, but anyway, it was not to be. Fancy and Killing Feature, careful there, sneaking through this pass. Greasy Dream. Oh, Greasy Dream's been spotted, as has the Killing Feature. Red team are in a slightly awkward position, but blue team aren't really in a position to take advantage.
Not just yet. Anyway, Fancy and Killing Feature electing to take the southern route around the Rocky Spire here as they cut through the canyon. Business Beulah and Greasy Dream perhaps be exposed here. Their sterns exposed on a flanking route by the Killing Feature and Fancy.
Killing Feature peeking his head around.
Definitely sneaking up right now. Greasy Dream has not spotted. They now have spotted the Killing Feature. Spots go out. Squid's about to square off as the Fancy prepares
look
to
at
fire as well.
Business Beulah's positioning here. He sort of almost put his back to the wall there, making sure he can't get snuck up on or outflanked. Business Beulah firing down on the Killing Feature. I don't think the Killing Feature is going to engage this. I think the Killing Feature
backing down now as Artemis try and pick off that Killing Feature's engine column as Fancy begins to round the corner to go up against the Business Beulah and the Greasy Dream.
I think Killing Feature's going for a bait here, and it looks like it's been successful. Now Business Beulah's got in the arcs of the Fancy. Killing Feature springing the trap, coming in. Business Beulah's been in big trouble here, getting focused fire by the Fancy and the Business Beulah. Greasy Dreams trying to come around, but that flank's going to take a long time. Killing Feature coming in, armor stripped.
Picking at pieces the Business Beulah's armor. Business Beulah already down to maybe 10% of its health as Fancy closes in for a modular ram here. Killing Feature no less laying out Banshee fire. Fancy finishing off, however, with a ram. Greasy Dream in no position to help.
The Mobula got baited. It's as simple as that. The Greasy Dream thought he could get away with a clever flank, but no. I think the riders knew exactly how that was going to go.
They didn't see the squid. They knew it was going for a quick flank. However, quickly pressing the attack on the Business Beulah made this a 2v1 situation. The Greasy Dream backing off as to not engage in an unfavorable situation despite an almost favorable position, favorable flanking route.
And now this has got to be a big knock on the Predator's confidence. Once again, the equilibrium is restored to the universe. Once again, the riders are in the lead. Killing Feature, however, has lost half its permahull. I mean, that could be a factor in this next engagement.
This engagement could possibly settle what could be this match and possibly one of the closer chances to beating the Riders in this game we have seen. Greasy Dream and Business Beulah heading to the north, taking the west side of the map and heading north still as Killing Feature extends on a scouting mission to try and find these two ships. Greasy Dream and Killing Feature both spotted.
Killing Feature coming in low. Greasy Dream. Business Beulah hasn't... Oh. Business Beulah almost lurking here. Business Beulah coming in now. Coming in on the Killing Feature. I think maybe Business Beulah remembers its early domination of the Killing Feature. Maybe it's hoping it can recreate that.
Indeed, Greasy Dream also going in to try and perhaps silence the Killing Feature, or perhaps running right past to get to the Fancy as it tries to...
Oh, I don't know about this.
No.
Oh, I don't know about this, Greasy Dream.
I do not think this is going to go well for them as Fancy and Killing Feature turn both on the Greasy Dream. Artemis fire, ripping up some of the engine column of the Greasy Dream. Business Beulah, however, trying to get with their teammate, pushing ahead onto the Killing Feature and Fancy.
However, now Fancy starting to fire those Hades at the Business Beulah. Business Beulah cannot take too much of that. All these Hades shots are on target. Fire spreading everywhere, taking out the guns. But Greasy Dream coming around the rear of the Fancy.
Armor break going down on the Business Beulah as the Killing Feature rips into its side with some Banshee and Gatling fire. Greasy Dream getting up close to the Fancy, however, trying to dodge those arcs, but Carronade fire going out, breaking the Greasy Dream's advantage of a fast ascension and descension rate. However, Killing Feature as well getting bashed by the Business Beulah.
Oh, Fancy. Oh, Fancy. It's got the rear of the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream trying to go low, trying to go on the side. Oh, Greasy Dream, there's Carronades. The Carronades starting to take their toll on the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream's balloon was down. Greasy Dream dangerously close to the ground. Oh, hang on, though.
Yep, that's right. That's happening.
And while that was happening, the Fancy went down. The Business Beulah won the Mobula War. Won the Mobula Squid War, sorry. The Fancy, in the meantime, is carronading down the Greasy Dream. That's why they took those carronades. Look at that, destroying the maneuverability of the Greasy Dream and just grinding them down.
Fancy
and
coming
I'm
in
really
for
sorry.
a bottom ram there. That was impressive. 4-3 in favor of the Riders. A very close match still. This is anyone's game, though the Business Bureau moving up to engage a solo Fancy, however, as the killing feature respawns on the other side of the map, though no small distance for that squid.
Did you catch the kill on the killing feature there?
Yeah, I was watching it.
I'm sorry, I just got so excited about another engagement. Tell me what happened there, Kirk. Not Kirk, obviously.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I know that's a horrible insult. Oh,
What
here we go. Get that. The killing feature. Gatling on the Business Bureau. Killing feature going for a quick kill on the Business Bureau, and the Riders win.
5-3 in favor of the Riders. That squid coming in, taking the short route through the mountains, battering that mobula, giving it no chance to recover, and a very quick kill to finish off the blue team in favor of Riders.
Oh wow, that was sudden. We were just talking about something else there, and then they're just suddenly the squid comes in. You know, the Gatling, the perfectly timed rockets, and the ram. It was just that quick.
Just so much combat going on at once, we couldn't even catch it all on stream.
I mean, the Team Predators, they put up a good fight. They had a damn good start. But the Riders, just a little bit better tonight.
Indeed. Now up we have the Team Predators once again against the Bard Revival Church. We'll get to that match shortly in just a moment once we find our way into the lobby. Now, that Rider combat, that was amazing bit of teamwork there and such amazing dynamic combat by each ship individually that it was so hard to just cast the thing as a whole. So many little skirmishes, 1v1s, squid versus mobula all over the map. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch, definitely difficult to cast. However, the next match looks to be Team Predators versus Bard Revival Church.
Indeed, sorting into the lobby right now. We will open up the map shortly.
Oh, I do declare. Looks like it will be a fight over Fjernfeld. There's obviously something good in Fjernfeld, other than those sort of desolate tundras of frigid ice.
Must be something worth fighting over, am I right?
Yep. Either there's something worth fighting over, or it's just an illustration of the aggressiveness and pointless violence of mankind. Anyway, talking of pointless violence, this match coming up looks like Team Predators. Actually, this is meaningful violence. This is violence for a good reason.
Indeed. Now, just going to read off some of the points gained by players today. Storm Riders have gained 4 points today. Team Predators with 3. Cakewatch with 2. Bard Revival Church with 2. Blood Ravens with 0. And Musasaurus gaining a whopping 7 points today.
Wow, Wow, I am just
blown away.
I am clapping audibly. So that means Musasaurus must have beaten Bard Revival Church then.
Indeed, they must have actually. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, if that's what's being put on the board. Wow, amazing.
No, Bards did
week.
beat Musasaurus. Oh, wait, no,
They
it's still
did?
going on.
Then why have...
That's still going on.
Musasaurus...
Muse beat Cakewatch. Team Predators beat Cakewatch.
Why do they have 7 points? Therefore, they only got 4 from that match.
Perhaps an error in the scoring.
Perhaps an error in the
yeah. We'll just
put it down to that.
All will be reviewed later. All will be reviewed later. Don't take us for fact. We don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we've got no idea what's going on. This is a very complicated scoring system, to be perfectly honest. Well, so far on our side of the bracket, we've seen Riders beat Bard Revival Church, we've seen Riders beat the Musasaurs, and we've seen Riders beat the Team Predators. So there's our Rider matches done.
Oh yeah, we've casted every single one of the Rider matches so far, but it looks like now they will go up against Cakewatch, and followed by... Actually, that's it. They will be done after that. So they have finished their matches for today.
Your beloved Cakewatch has a chance to redeem themselves big time here by beating the Riders. Meanwhile, Team Predators versus the Bard Rival Church. Let's have a look at our fun facts.
Oh, yes.
There's nothing for the bards. What the hell, bards? I mean, these
Yeah,
guys,
the fuck,
bards,
guys.
storytellers, poets, adventurers.
Just gonna go ahead and
And
add something to this.
And they have nothing. They have nothing for their fun facts. That's rubbish. I mean, even the Crimson Sky Menace team, the Blood Ray, even they've got something, and they're not even here this week.
Just want to.
I'm gonna ask right now. Find me a member of the Bards, Logicala, whatever.
Find somebody.
Yes, find me a Bard.
I will try and find you a bard.
Tell them. Oh, apparently I've just been privately messaged by New Blood, and he's saying, "Brick, say my name." Well, I just did. New Blood.
Would you like a cookie or something? You're not getting one.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You're famous. You're famous now, New Blood.
For the fun fact, I just want to point out that Team Predators has taken up about a page and a half.
Yes, I know. Team Predator. They got into the spirit of this thing, even though some of them are unusable because they're incredibly racist or homophobic or both.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh golly. Yeah. Can't read that. Can't read that.
Nope. Can't read that.
No. Oh god. Is that even legal?
TPR is meant to be a competitive team, therefore it will never recruit more than 16 members. Okay, that one I could read.
They did what with a goat? Okay.
I didn't even know you could do that. That's impressive, actually.
Yeah, I'm impressed and a little scared. 27th of May, 2015 is the original date of the formation of the Team Predators. Okay. So some of these facts are a little bit boring, actually. The ones that aren't offensive.
Admiral Obvious is able to play through the Fire and Flames of Guitar Hero 3 on an expert at 82%
yes!
rate.
I was looking forward to reading that out. Thank you for ruining that for me.
You're welcome. You want to read the last one on that one for Cake Watch?
Yes, the last one. Clan members used to play a lot of Cards Against Humanity before. Eventually, Scrimscraw decided to assemble their own card deck with Goyo-related cards. Oh, isn't that awesome. Lovely? That's lovely. We love our Team Predators. First person who will come up with idea of forming second competitive team in the clan will immediately kicked. All right. Well, if you say so. Team Predators is meant to be a competitive team, therefore it will never recruit more than 16 members. Okay, well, let's keep a close eye on them then. Okay, to DJ Logicala, I demand you give me some fun... quotation, open quotation marks, fun facts, close quotations, about the Bards.
Dementia's
now. There we go. Right. Well, as I've now put the fear of God into the Bards. Hello, beautiful bards. I must say, you are all simply ravishing this evening, says New Blood. Flirtatiously. Greetings, predators. Wink, says Nano Duckling, returning the flirtation.
Looks like we have a little forbidden love amongst the teams here.
Hello to you too, Nano Duckling. Heart
with the duck hyphenated.
Well, yes, these two says DJ Logicala in response to my requests. a Beavis and Butthead-like response. Well, yes, Logicala not really living up to his bardic lore. I mean, yeah, they're bards. Yeah, these people have played their oh, here we go. We started out as a group of mic spammers, but then we turned into a reputable clan.
No, no, I wouldn't say reputable.
Allegedly reputable clan. Oh god, yeah, I remember mic spammers. Yeah, like that one guy who's like smoke weed every day, and that's just sort of played that continuously in the lobby, and that's pretty much all he did.
Never had a block list so long as.
And now the block list is the Bard clan. Oh dear. No wonder they haven't put any more fun facts up. Oh well. Right. That's great! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I'm responding to Logicala. Can you give us anything else?
This is supposed to be like an interview.
Yes, this is a typed out interview conducted seconds before the match is about to begin. This is hard hitting. This is hard hitting in the trenches journalism, obvious. That's why I am the editor of Burrow.
Okay, you do what you do.
There we go. This isn't writing the ladies' embroidery section back at whatever journalism you've done. This is the real deal, obvious. Yeah,
glad to know I'm in the real deal now. I'm in the big leagues right now.
Yeah, this isn't like your Dota. This isn't like your Dota World Series.
Yeah, where people are paid like $1 million per win.
This isn't the small leagues anymore. Okay.
No, this goes way above. I mean, who isn't watching this stream right now?
The only people who aren't watching the stream right now are either dead or trapped in some mine shaft.
Or in North Korea.
New Blood is saying, if you didn't say my name, I'm going to shoot down the spectatorship. Well, that's not actually possible.
Bring it,
Blood. But
no, bring it.
Welcome to try. Maybe I'll just be kind of like,
what if he does it? Then you just look like an idiot.
I'll see the squid coming towards the my camera, and all of a sudden my computer will explode.
Your computer screen just cracks.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a squid comes out of my computer screen, and Gat rockets me to death. Well, Logicala, after saying for a few minutes, says don't think so. So there we go. One fact has defined the bards. They are mic spammers. Anyway, with that established, fight over Fjernfeld. Let's get dangerous.
Yet another of the maps we have seen played today. Starting off for the red team is the Breadcrumbs. Oops, sorry, disabled hunt. Powered by Nano Duckling. It is a Mobula pack-in Light Dog, Barking Carronades on its lower side, Artemis on its wings, and a Haze on top. Ship number 2 is the William James's Eyes, powered by DJ Logicalia. Another Mobula packing Hades on top position, Gatling Artemis on lower, and Artemis and a Banshee on its wings. Right now, giving its friendly Mobula a nice little hug.
And on the Kamina, it's the top deck Hades, far left Artemis, far right Mine Launcher, bottom deck Gatling Artemis. There we go. And on the Greasy Dream, it's a front Gat, no prizes for guessing, side carousel, and rear carronade.
That's right. And I just want to point out it is the Kamina whose drill who will pierce the heavens. If you don't get what that is, go watch Gurren Lagann.
Yes, Lagann, Gurren Lagann.
Good job.
I'm sorry, I'm a bad man.
You're terrible. How dare you ruin one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yes. It was a bit silly, wasn't it? Really. It is a bit of good. Yeah, when they started throwing galaxies at each other, that's when I thought, yeah, this is a bit silly.
Shut up. That was
but in any
beautiful.
event, talking of getting horrible things thrown at you, Greasy Dream is getting pinned down here by a series of Hades. Greasy Dream trying to charge. Oh, just gliding underneath that. Hades gliding underneath the William James's eyes, trying to go for the breadcrumbs here as the Cabinet comes in with those rockets and those Hades and the breadcrumbs. However, no substantial damage being done to the bards as yet. Greasy Dream Gatling down on the breadcrumbs here.
Hades fire going out from both the William James's eyes and the Kamina, taking heavy fire from both those weapons at the moment. Greasy Dream making hull break on the breadcrumbs. Some Banshee fire and Hades break a little bit of health.
Now the breadcrumbs, William James' eyes, looks like they're going for the Kamina here. Greasy Dream coming in behind the William James' eyes, but Kamina is getting double focused. Oh, this could be really bad news for the Kamina.
That's right, Kamina taking some heavy fire from the bards right now. Breadcrumbs coming in, laying down their long, close range weapons.
Kamina
just
goes low!
scooping out with a little bit of health left. Hull on fire, Hull very weak at the moment. Engines on fire, so much damage. Can the Greasy Dream save them?
Chance to fire rockets on the hull of the William James's eyes. Kamina just played limbo with his life there and won.
My goodness. Greasy
now
Dream
the Gatling
still laying down Gatling fire.
Coming down, William James's eyes. William James's eyes goes down.
Kamina coming back, finishing it off with a quick Hades shot to the underbelly, but a heavy Goomba stomp on the Greasy Dream bottoms it out.
What a Goomba stomp on the breadcrumbs.
1-to-1 for both teams. Kamina and breadcrumbs both sitting on very low health, both scraping by with just minimal amounts of health left. Hades and Gatling fire is traded between them. Armor break on both ships.
Oh, but I think the breadcrumbs is getting the worst of it here. Breadcrumbs pinned down, the Gatling going down, the breadcrumbs armor goes down. And
is it enough to finish them?
I don't think it is. The breadcrumbs managed to get the armor up again. William James's eyes has just spawned in. Now Kamina goes brilliant. Breadcrumbs tanked it out long enough for William James to spawn back in.
I did not foresee it having that much health to hold itself on. Greasy Dream right now respawning on its side of the map. Gonna try and flank around the side.
I thought the Team Predators had that engagement won. And then the breadcrumbs with an awesome Goomba stomp onto a moving squid. And then he managed to stay alive long enough for William James' eyes to get back. Brilliant by the bards. That almost makes up for their lack of quote-unquote fun facts.
Greasy Dream right now flanking around the south side of the map. William James's eyes and breadcrumbs preparing for assault from the middle, however. Greasy Dream very much alone on this attack. I'm not sure what they're planning to do with the...
I think this is a scouting run, if I was...
a little bit far to be scouting.
Yes, well, maybe. Well, he's a pioneer, you see. Not like those conservative bards who apparently do nothing all day but spam Mike spam. I don't know. The William James's eyes turning for the Greasy Dream. It looks like breadcrumbs William James eyes. But they're both turning for the Greasy Dream. I don't know if it's a good idea if these two mobbers to try and chase down the squid. Here we go. Artemis out. Hades out and the Greasy Dream. Armor down the Greasy Dream.
Already, Greasy Dream taking some damage, but Kamina coming in, laying on some Hades fire to the breadcrumbs.
Oh,
as Greasy Dream bottoms out, losing armor.
Greasy Dream, I think he tried to descend behind the mountain, but he didn't quite get over it before he descended, and now Greasy Dream. Oh, Hades just raining down, and Greasy Dream manages to get the hardcover, but he's battered and bruised.
Right now,
Kamina, however,
turning to face its enemy, but dying mid in the process. William James's eyes is solo against the Greasy Dream and the Kamina in their own spawn.
Yeah, I think that was a good bait by the Greasy Dream. I mean, it was a close one, but it got their attention off the Kamina.
Indeed,
let Kamina get a kill.
It's had some impressive bit of maneuvering there, some very good flanking. Greasy Dream coming out with a bit of a scratch on their own health, but William James's eyes now taking heavy Banshee and Gatling fire as Hades coming as well, getting almost a hull break here on this Jumabula.
He's got William James's eyes, and he may also soon be dead. Oh, big squid ram on the William James's eyes. Breadcrumbs, however, engaging the Kamina. William James's eyes, Gatling on the Greasy Dream. Hull strip on the Greasy Dream. William James's eyes, balloons on fire. Hull's on fire. Oh, Greasy Dream returning to the Breadcrumbs.
Kamina now
Using
getting its
his
balloon popped.
ability.
Hades coming out, breaking that armor. Breadcrumb's gonna need to get that quick kill on the Kamina as it drops and gives a hard ram, but no armor down as of yet. Very minimal damage on the Kamina as its own armor goes down. It bottoms out. 50% of its armor disappears in a flash.
Ho 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 ho! Who Nelly?
This is a very dynamic match here. This is getting interesting. Breadcrumbs taking heavier damage, losing more and more of that armor as Banshee finishes it off 3-2 in favor of blue.
This is a very interesting match indeed. Very close, down to the wire. Gatling going down on Kamina here, but blue are still in red spawn. But that might work. That might work to blue team's advantage if they can play it right. Now William James goes down. This is it.
Kamina in the Greasy Dream right now, finishing off two of the red ships 4-2 in their favor.
Red team can't be silly here. One mistake will cost them the match. They're going to have to find a good place to spawn in, and they're going to have to try and do it simultaneously. There's the breadcrumbs. Yep, looks like they're electing to spawn far away. Reset this engagement. That's a good plan.
Indeed, Breadcrumbs and William James's eyes sticking as far back as they can right now to regroup, gather up a plan, and this time prevent a bit of a flank as the Greasy Dream now moves for a spawn, moves for a bit of a scouting run on the south side of the match. Kamina also moving backwards to cover its flank.
Yes, and the Greasy Dream, Kamina, slowly moving around. Greasy Dream, I think. Yep, Greasy Dream. I think the red team's got to learn from how they got baited there by the Greasy Dream earlier. Don't underestimate the Kamina.
That's right, the Kamina and Greasy Dream definitely pulling together some hard-fought moments there, though both with a bit of a nick on their armor. The Greasy Dream now spotted Breadcrumbs and William J's eyes, spotted the Kamina as well, unspotted for red, and laying down a little bit of Hades fire already.
Yes, the Bard's giving unhelpful advice here. Meanwhile, the Greasy Dream ducking low. Not low enough. Some of those Hades were still connecting. Greasy Dream pinned down here. Greasy Dream now moving around, unspotted, unseen. Could see a really big flank here. However, William James' eyes and Breadcrumbs have spotted Greasy Dream. They're taking pot shots at him. I don't think it's going to achieve much, though, other than just let Kamina get in position.
William James' eyes trading shots with the Kamina right now. Greasy Dream also trying to get through the clouds, soft cover here to get into the Breadcrumbs.
Oh, I think the Greasy Dream wants to go for the William James' eyes. I think yeah, Greasy Dream's coming in. It's going high.
Eyes on very little health. A quick kill by the Kamina, finishing off the blue team 5-2.
Great victory by the Team Predators, showing why they are, some would say, still the Riders' biggest competition. Arguably, allegedly.
The undefeated Riders so far.
Well, right, I believe the next match is the final match of the evening for us, is it not?
That will be our final match here for the 4th week of the Blood and Brass
tournament. Well,
we gotta change the scene.
Gosh darn it. Slap my face and call me Billy Bob.
I'll refrain from said actions. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Right, fine. Well,
I know, my loss, right?
Yeah, your loss, buddy.
Bucko.
Musosaurs versus the Team Predators on Canyon Ambush. Everyone's favorite map. Without exception.
I like playing Crazy King maps.
I like playing it.
I like Crazy King. I like Clash at Blackcliff.
Okay, well, thank you for that whimpering endorsement of Clash at Blackcliff.
Yeah.
That's certainly that's the kind of casting we need. Whimpering and unsure of yourself.
And just some very sad, actually
whimpering almost to the point of depression and fear.
Right on tears, right on the borderline of tears.
Whimpering Musosaurs versus the Team Predators. Oh God, Okay. Anyway, well, before I verge on outright mockery of those suffering with depression issues, those who have depression issues, just watch this next match. You will be cured immediately. Some hardcore Guns of Icarus action will surely rouse your spirits.
Indeed.
And if you think what I'm saying is bad, just look at global chat right now.
I'm taking care of it as a moderator of Guns of Icarus. It is my duty to now take care of this. If you would actually distract the cloud for a minute, I will do a thing.
All right. Well, okay.
Wow, I am really busy at the moment. Hold on.
Admiral Obvious takes care of some naughty boys in global chat here. Yeah, I think people have said, guys, keep the chat civil, please.
I would also like to point out, there are like 4 moderators, 3 devs, like all online watching global right now when we have all responded to it.
Yeah, they're all spitting out their tea right now.
Yeah, I have now had my duties taken over by Muse Josie, I Attack, Igtril, and just about every active moderator right now.
Yes, well, yeah, it's like a bunch of policemen just bundling on this streaker.
Yeah. Well, we got finally something to do.
Yeah,
like,
wow.
I actually work as an EMT. Like we can all be sitting there and like the EMT like in the play like the dispatch just sitting there kind of bored, and then the intercom comes on like there's been a car crash in I-84. We will rush for that door, punching each other out of the way like I want to go to it. I want to respond. Like we've took each other keys and thrown them in the garbage just so we could be the first one to respond. That's what happens when you get in a car crash. Everybody, you make some EMTs very happy.
Okay, well, on that bombshell. Musosaurs.
I'm not even using the pop filter right now. I gotta talk into it.
I just like the way you ended that. Oh, that's just how being an EMT. Riders. Not here, but there are a couple members. Musosaurs versus Team Predators. I have not slept for about 18 hours, so
good job.
Warble dorble dooble doo. Musosaurs, we're off to a great start. They're defeating Cakewatch 5-0.
Yeah.
Just rubbing acid in the wound. And now they have an opportunity for a big win against the Team Predators. Musosaurs doing very well this tournament, I would say.
Indeed, Muse definitely pulling their weight this time around. Took them 4 weeks. Now they've done actually very well. They beat Cakewatch last week as well, actually. With me in it.
Then they're no joke. You in it?
Yeah, I was in it.
Cakewatch lost a match with you in it?
Yeah, I know. The amazing Admiral Obvious fell in defeat, actually.
Oh dear. Well, shucks.
Oops.
Yeah, gosh dang it. Well, I'm sure you will recover. I don't think Cakewatch. Oh dear. Oh dear.
What?
I think Cakewatch might be at the bottom of the board now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Shoot.
No, this is my channel. I do what I want.
Oh, all right then. Dang it.
No, it's not, this ain't my channel. Whoops.
Yes, I believe Cake Watch tonight have lost against the Riders. They have lost against Musaurs.
You know, when in doubt, blame Kirk. This is all Kirk's fault. It actually is.
They've lost against Predators. Yes, not a good night for Cake Watch. Cake Watch might slip. Yes, gosh, I think Cake Watch were in second place a couple of weeks ago. And now they're just sliding back.
Because we came out poorly in the preliminary rounds. Josie pulled for her second match. She came in strong, kicked some serious butt, and being bottom of the roster at the point, we get some serious points. That boosted up us into second place. Last week we sat comfortably in the middle, and this week having a little hard time. We didn't get the most practice in this week, I could say. Though I root for them. They're still doing great. And they're having fun, being cakes all the time. They're doing what they do.
It just goes to show how dynamic this tournament is. And things can change at the drop of a hat.
Indeed.
Ugh. And I just dropped my hat there for effect. Just imagine that, you perverts. I'm not going to show you on webcam or anything. We don't do webcams anymore, not after the incident.
Not since that day.
Involving Brian Cavendish and Zuka, jar of mayonnaise, and the less said about that, the better. Ticks going down here for the Musasaurs. Business Bureau, Greasy Dream will be their formidable competitors for the Team Predators. Let's read out some more Muse fun facts, shall we?
Indeed, let's see what I can get over here.
We've been at the center of the paid YouTube controversy and played a big role in developers pushing their involvement to be known. There we go. Greater transparency. There we go. That's what Muse are all about.
Our first office burned. Our second office flooded.
Well, that's a bit of a dilly of a pickle.
I
actually won a game once. Well, you've won more than one game, actually.
Beat Cake multiple times. They would like to point out that Velcro killed the Cake ship when it was not in combat at a 4-4 score. Coincidence? Where were we, like AFK or something? But now getting into combat. Whoops!
Oh, right, okay, here we
Game
go.
capture. My bad, I was distracted. All right, right now for the red team, for the KTN Hermes. Oh crap! For the Boreas, piloted by Ayatak. It is a Junker packing Gatling Banshee on its port side, a Banshee on front, and Gatling Banshee on starboard. I love the Banshees. Aaron Burr Mobula, piloted by Kivias. It is a Mobula packing Hades on center, Banshee Artemis, and Artemis Banshee once again. Go ahead for ship number 3.
Okie dokie, it's the Business Bureau with a top deck mine launcher, a far left mine launcher, a far right Artemis, and a bottom deck Artemis Gat. And finally, on the Greasy Dream, it's a Gat, it's a Carousel, and it's a Carronade on the back.
Indeed, looks like the Greasy Dream has extended far into red spawn as Aaron Burr and Boreas take a west side of the map. Oop. Phone call. Looks like the Business Beulah starting to press up to the east side of the map right now. Aaron Burr and Boreas taking that west side of the map. Greasy Dream returning, however, to its teammates. Going to try and regroup up there if it's a small scouting mission.
Yes, that was my stockbroker informing me of a big trade, but I told him to shut up because I had something far more important to do, casting competitive Guns of Icarus. Greasy Dream, Business Bureau, circling the drain here, going around the mountain. We might see a bit of a repeat of the earlier Canyon Ambush. It's almost like this is something of a trend in Canyon Ambush games.
Everyone goes right. Everyone just goes right from their spawn.
Yeah! Why?
And we circled the toilet bowl.
It's some kind of a it's some kind of a psychological thing, isn't it? people go right?
You know, I have no idea. I remember from last week fighting on Canyon Ambush with Cake Watch. We went right, and the other team decided to go left. We spawned from blue spawn. We crashed head-on. Like, we literally didn't get time to even shoot each other. We just crashed. There was no chance to dodge, and yeah, that went well. All right, now Aaron Burr and Boreas spotted
talking of
by
things
the
not going well. Yes, Greasy Dream has just charged out in here into a 2v1. Aaron Burr for Infus Boreas. Greasy Dream going low.
Just skirting right underneath the Aaron Burr and the Boreas. Business Beulah far off to lend their teammates some support here.
Greasy Dream is going to have to do a lot of duping and jiving here to avoid the Aaron Burr and the Rimfurs. Greasy Dream taking some Hades. Greasy Dream's got to be careful here. He's so close to the ground right now. If his balloon burns down, he's in big, big trouble. Rimfurs Boreas with the Gatling. Armor stripped. Greasy Dream retreating. Greasy Dream taking big damage here. Business Beulah still miles away.
Doesn't look like that Mobula's coming anytime soon as the Boreas, Gatling, and Banshee do some serious damage to the Squid. Aaron Burr lending in its own fire as well, giving the business to the big Greasy Dream.
Not landing though. Oh, there's one. Oh, one more.
There it goes.
The Dream goes down.
Squid going down already, overextended itself on a scouting mission, could not get back to its Business Beulah in time. Business Beulah, excuse me, moving on in right now as its Squid waits 20 seconds for respawn right on top of Aaron Burr in Boreas.
That was that Squid pilot just got a bit carried away. That elite Mighty Kebab, no, not Mighty Kebab, Mighty Keb. My apologies, Mighty Keb. Yeah, I just got a bit carried away there.
Yeah, indeed. Business Beulah forced to back up, but the Greasy Dream spawns behind the red team right now. Business Beulah still on the retreat as the Greasy Dream tries to move in now on the Aaron Burr.
Interesting respawn there. Business Beulah, however, Business Beulah's got to ram this court. Business Beulah, he's got to be careful. He's going to ram himself into the. Yep, Business Beulah backs off into this big stone pillar. However, Greasy Dream coming in behind the Aaron Burr.
Greasy Dream giving big trouble here. Damage. Aaron Burr in a lot of trouble now as the Greasy Dream lays down Banshee and Gatling fire. The Boreas still giving great damage to the Business Beulah, which is not exactly able to deal its own business right now. The weapon disables. Aaron Burr bottoming out.
Primfers disengages with the Business Beulah, going instead to the Greasy Dream. Armor down on the Greasy Dream.
Aaron Burr also losing armor. So much Gatling fire going on here. Armor stripped all over the place. Business Beulah trying to move in and support its teammate with only a fraction of its health left.
Greasy Dream rounding that corner, popping some tar. Oh, Business Beulah coming on the Aaron Burr, finishing him off.
Business Beulah now a little bit alone against the Boreas, sitting at full health. One armor break against the Business Beulah. I do not think it will last much longer up against this Junker as the Greasy Dream rounds the corner to give its teammates some help as it falls to the Boreas Banshees.
Ah, just a little bit too late. Greasy Dream rounding the Rimfurs Boreas. Boreas throwing out the tar, preventing him from strafing around. Good strategy by the Boreas.
Indeed,
Greasy Dream going
forced
low.
to drop.
Let's see. If you were the Greasy Dream, would you engage this?
With the Boreas solo right now, and the Greasy Dream solo as well. Boreas needs to back out as the Business Beulah spawns in the blue team spawn, very close where Greasy Dream is. Greasy Dream trying to flank around the back, but the turning speed of the Junker makes that very difficult.
The Junker can keep a Squid in its arcs, one of the few ships that can.
Very true. Those light weapons are very good up and down arcs, especially those Banshees and Gatlings, and having them all around the side definitely make it difficult for a Squid to get on its stern. Fast turning engines make it just about impossible.
Oh, Greasy Dream might have chased a bit too far here. Rimfurs Boreas strip the armor. I don't think this Greasy Dream is going to get the better of Rimfurs Boreas. However, he might have a little help from the Business Beulah. Business Beulah coming in on the Rimfurs Boreas.
Not in time, though, as the Greasy Dream falls to the Aaron Burr's Gatling and Banshee combination, or Hades. And
he didn't know. He didn't know the Aaron Burr was around that corner, did he?
No, I think he thought he was much farther off and wasn't getting around in time.
Oh well. In any event, the Business Beulah arting out the guns of the Rimfurs Boreas might allow the Business Beulah to escape from this dicey 2v1 scenario.
Indeed, Business Beulah backing down right now, trying to get into this low cloud cover. Borea and Aaron Burr not going to let up, however. Hades Fire still coming out, damaging the Boreas' armor. Though it's got to watch out as there is a mountain right to its side, narrowly missing, keeping its hull up for just a little bit longer. Greasy Dream respawned and making a charge on the Aaron Burr.
Oh, Greasy Dream's got to be careful, though. He's going right into the arcs of the Hrimfirst Boreas. Armor already stripped on the Greasy Dream.
Greasy Dream about to get
armor down and around. Hrimfirst Boreas. Greasy Dream goes underneath. Greasy Dream dangerously low. Oh, but the Aaron Burr goes down.
Greasy Dream still taking heavy damage now, though getting right around the rock there. Boreas managing to do a little bit of damage to the hull. Business Beulah moving in now, making a quick kill on the Aaron Burr. Gonna try and recoup from its recent poor engagements. 3-2 in favor of Musasaur, however.
Hrimfirst Boreas, you got to be careful. He's exposing his engine column.
That engine column exposed. Mine's going out. Armor break on the Boreas. Still taking heavy damage. Artemis Fire breaking some of those guns, giving the Boreas little chance to deal out its damage.
I mean, those mines are going to make it a bit harder, though. It's a bit of a double-edged sword there. Greasy Dream coming in on the Hrimfirst Boreas. Hrimfirst Boreas goes down.
3-3.
Evens things up.
Even team. That's right. Musasaur coming out with an early lead, though. Blue coming back with a very good comeback here. 3-3, all tied up. Let's see how this last engagement goes. This could be the last engagement we see this week on this channel, actually.
Oh gosh!
Almost free.
Gosh darn it! Yes, we're free for another week.
Having casted since 2 o'clock today.
And I haven't slept since like 2 a.m. today.
Sleep.
And Greasy Dream Gatling on the Aaron Burr. Hrimfirst Boreas intercepts the Greasy Dream. That's what I'm trying to say. Greasy Dream rounding the corner.
Greasy Dream still taking that heavy damage as the Aaron Burr is forced to square up against the Business Beulah, which has managed to catch it off guard right now. Aaron Burr still taking heavy damage. 50% of its armor disappears in a flash. Greasy Dream also coming in to lend it some fire as the Boreas is forced to make up some time by catching up. Aaron Burr goes down.
Nice piloting by the Greasy Dream, just sort of taking the Hrimfirst attention and just curving around that stone column to get the focus fire with the Business Beulah and get the finish. And now Hrimfirst Boreas is in a bad situation. Those arts are going to start eating into that poor little junker as the Greasy Dream comes in, possibly for the kill. Oh, they're going to have to get the respawn's going to have to come soon if they want to save the Hrimfirst Boreas. Hrimfirst Boreas balloon down, armor down. Here comes the Greasy Dream. This could be all over. I think it's all over.
Boreas still bottoming out and finishing for a blue team win. Musasaur finishing off, I believe, a 2-3 day here.
Wow, good job, Musasaurs.
Very good day for them. They finished up with about 9 points, the most gain out of today. Cheating. Use of lightning. Sky Whales confirmed.
Cheating. Yep. I think I saw a lightning flash there.
I did too.
Yep. In any event, yep, another win for Musasaurs. I think, God, are they on second place now?
They must be. They have done.
They may well be
here for themselves this week on the Blood and Brass tournament, which this actually finishes us up for this week.
Yes, well, join us again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel for the final week of the round robin stage, where we will see who goes on to the finals of the Blood and Brass tournament. I have been Brick Hardcastle. He has been Admiral Obvious, obviously. And yes, see you guys later.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Good night.
the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to the white above. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Look for him, no more his love. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies her sweet dear heart. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. In that life she'll never take part. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies in a ship so strong. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Sky rope and sail knot can never go wrong. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He travels the skies to be some captain's fodder. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. And there she stays, a poor tanner's daughter. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They fight in the skies, oh blast damn these curs. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They all defeated his last thoughts of her. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to this tale do you hark. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. A new fire burns, it takes but a spark. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. She looks to the skies and her father's art. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. What has she now to mend her heart? He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He roams in the skies, a great price he paid. He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He the best of intent, now she loves but a shade. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The call of the skies, 'tis there shall she rise. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Rage curled in her gut, she takes to the skies. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Follow her to the skies, her cruel fate have they heard. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The devil on their heel, she'll see them burn. To the skies for king or for country. Take to the skies for passion or fame. Take to the skies for freedom or glory. No matter the reason, it amounts to the same. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares.